first up on this day in history, in 1963, hotline is established between Washington and Moscow.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this is
red phone.
We got a direct line from Moscow, the Kremlin, all the way to Washington. And this is the first time that ever happened. That's major technology. Kennedy was noted as saying when the phone installer was there that I need this phone like I need a hole in my head. So I don't know, that was foreshadowing.
Wow, this is just, that was August of '63 too.
And 3 months later, he got his wish. So
November. Somebody was listening.
Somebody was listening upstairs.
Maybe it was Russia the whole time.
I think it was the Kremlin.
They took that as a request in Russia.
They heard him.
He said he wanted a hole in the head.
On the request line. We do have a interesting this day in history. I noticed a pattern that was in the day of this history. We have some super black history day happening right here. It's a super black history day right now. Hey. Super black history day. We got a lot of black history. So, I'm going to get through three noteworthy black days. I see the white dude at the bar going crazy for this shit. I fuck with you. You're invited to the barbecue, but only outside of it. Just near it. Just take pictures. Alright, so first up, Thurgood Marshall becomes the first black Supreme Court Justice, alright? Major day today. Big fucking deal. Thurgood Marshall becomes the first black Supreme Court Justice in 1967.
That's not Colonel Sanders?
That's not Colonel Sanders.
Alright.
In 1983, Guyon Bluford becomes the first black astronaut in space. This is crazy. And that's just a smile of a nigga who knows he's about to leave this planet. And he's happy to be gone. He's like, yes, sir. I'll stay out here. I'm good.
Freedom on Mars, motherfucker.
I'm good. I got the Netflix satellite. I'm good, G. I'm good, my guy.
There's no white people on the moon.
There's no white. There's never been a white person on the moon.
Never been a white person on the moon.
There's never been a white person on the moon.
So
Thurgood Marshall becomes the first black Supreme Court Justice. Guyon Bluford becomes the first black astronaut in space. And in 2013, 12 Years a Slave premieres at the Telluride Film Festival, making me the first black person fed up with white people asking me if I've seen 12 Years a Slave. I have not fucking seen it. I'm not going to watch it. Okay? I refuse. All right?
Spoiler alert, Brad Pitt steals the show. I'm
Okay.
telling you, he really brings it up.
This is my coworker. He got fired for masturbating in a parking garage. And
that was the one with Chittendale and Dukeway, right?
it's Chiwetel Ejiofor.
What is it? So hold on. You know how to pronounce this motherfucker's name?
Chiwetel Ejiofor. My black card will get taken if I don't pronounce it correctly. Actually.
What is it?
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
The fuck out of here.
Uzoamaka Aduba.
Can you get a side of ranch
Rolls
with that?
off the tongue. Lupita Nyong'o. If you say those three names quickly, you'll magically get transported back to Africa. So
that's how you get it.
Going back to the motherland.
That's the password for Wakanda.
Uzoamaka Aduba Lupita Nyong'o.
And all of a sudden you buy the tree with Baba and Wakanda.
And
Baba.
The
Baba.
Of the Black Panther
I'm not ready, Baba.
It's not ready.
I'm not ready, Baba.
Has been stripped away.
But they killed Forrest Whitaker.
They killed.
What am I supposed to do now? Is it shocking?
This is shocking.
Chiwetel Ejiofor. Does that come with naan?
Shout out to Chiwetel Ejiofor. 12 years a slave. Shit,
and also, man. According to Kanye, it could have been 3 years. It's a choice. So. Could have been 3 years a slave. Shout out to Ye.
Okay.
I'm gonna get those slippers that don't fit, my guy.
Fair enough. Let's keep up with that Kanye shit. 2015, Kanye West announces he will run for president of these United States of America. And I tell you what, anything is better than what the fuck we got now. At least he let all the government employees wear Yeezys, like you would hope.
You'd finally have Mos Def in the cabinet, like Dave Chappelle always wanted. You know what I mean?
Mos Def's just chilling in the Oval Office. Like, this is where Monica Lewinsky sucked that dick, yo. Right there.
Secretary of Defense, Swiss Pete's. And the Secretary of Treasury, obviously, Ty Dolla $ign.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Let's get into the birthday shout out. Shout out to these birthdays. Shout out to Jean-Claude Van Damme.
JCVD.
How much heroin how much cocaine do you think he was doing?
I was gonna say that is not heroin.
Yeah, he would be dead.
He wouldn't have made that many movies if he
would have made it. It would have been over after Street Fighter 1.
I think it was, actually.
I think it was. The career definitely died after Street Fighter 1. So.
Anybody's birthday out there?
So Street Fighter.
Who's a Virgo? Is it your birthday today?
Street Fighter 1 was
Tuesday. Oh, get the fuck out of here! You doing the whole fucking week? No one gives a fuck about.
Oh, is that Joshua Harrison? Okay, yeah. Get over Joshua Harrison's birthday is on Tuesday.
Yesterday was your birthday. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Josh, you're cool.
Josh, you aight. You aight, nigga. Alright, so birthdays. First up, Warren Buffett turns 87 years old.
Oh,
here
it's
he
the
is.
Rock. It's
throwing
the
up the
Rock,
rock, my familia. Oh, okay.
Okay. That's Jimmy Buffett's dad, right?
No, that's not Jimmy Buffett's dad. Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is excellent. He's probably one of the best managers of money. Money management.
One of the best.
Okay, so one of the best.
He's probably top 5. He's top 3?
He's top 3. Okay, so Warren Buffett, I would say, is number 3. Number 2 is definitely Diddy. Okay, Diddy. Here's Diddy looking at a dollar like, get this out of my wallet. I don't need no dollars.
He was so confused with that dollar.
He was like, a dollar? Shit.
What didn't Diddy do?
What didn't Diddy do? Diddy do that? Diddy did do that. Diddy do it the damnedest. Okay. And number 1, and you guys may not think it, but we know it for a fact, Warren Buffett's number 3, Diddy is number 2, and number 1 is clearly Pitbull. Okay?
Mr.
You may not think it, but Pitbull is the best. Look at him. He's like, yeah, I got that cat. Mr. Daddy Janky, okay?
Daddy Janky
He's friends with Daddy Janky, okay?
He is so smart. He's from Puerto Rico, but he's somehow Mr. International. And that's...
How do you go from Puerto Rico to the world?
He's Puerto Rican.
Usually you get stopped at customs.
What is he, Dominican? Is he Cuban? What is he? He's Puerto Rican, yeah.
Yeah, we said
He saved the whole hurricane thing. He saved the whole country.
He was the hero of the hurricane of Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he brought his pit bulls.
He brought several pit bulls, and they
created
food
energy.
and water, and
they ran the wheels,
the island,
and they created energy.
And they created energy from the kinetic motion.
Daddy Janky. Daddy Janky didn't do that.
Daddy Janky stayed in the States. He was making those hits. Next up on the birthdays, Cameron Diaz turns 46. She's of course famous for having nut in her hair. She got famous for getting some cum in them locks.
I'll tell you what, if I got famous every time I got nut in my hair, I'd be Michael Jackson.
What does that even mean?
That is just a shout out to my frat brothers. Sig out.
Yesterday was MJ's birthday, 60th birthday. Shout out to the fucking king. I wish he was alive to see Madonna butcher that Aretha Franklin tribute. So he could just be like,
you mean the villain in the next Black Panther 2 film? Madonna?
Yes. Madonna is in Black Panther 2. She will destroy Wakanda. And so we go to our deaths, R.I.P. And you guys know what the fuck is up. McCain died today. Last week, and he had his memorial today. He rode up the street all the way up to North Phoenix where wealthy people live because he didn't want to be in Central Phoenix where the homeless people are. R.I.P. to McCain. We, of course, the nation commemorated McCain by raising our arms half-mast. So it's just...
Oh! You didn't do it, did you? Didn't you do that? Didn't you do that? Yeah. I didn't write that. That's a good one, though.
Throw me under the bus.
Hey, you know,
you have party affiliations.
I voted for him 30 years in a row.
Okay, all right, that's enough. Did you guys see how NBC decided to honor McCain? Because we have the video. Here's how NBC decided to honor McCain. So, here we go. It's beautiful. Just stick along for the ride. Order a drink. Sit in. Get cozy.
That was my country's. Harry Smith, NBC News, New York.
And again this evening, the breaking news, NBC News confirming the death of Senator John McCain. at the age of 81.
Ooh, Tom. To have an Asian man do it is kind of ironic.
We will return to our regular programming on the NBC network. Our live coverage continues on MSNBC.
Rest in peace to McCain.
Rest in peace, John
Rest
McCain.
in peace to
The
McCain.
Maverick.
You got a dolphin jerk-off send-off. God bless NBC for not giving a shit about anybody's families or their tears.
That's art, dog.
What a beautiful, 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 beautiful network. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this week so far, guys. Let's talk about the week. Let's talk about your week, bitch. Let's talk about your week, bitch. A lot of dolphins already on the front half of the show.
Two dolphins.
Dolphin-heavy show so far. And we're going to continue on with the theme of the dolphins. We've got some stories for you. Compton actually made sure I saw this story. He was very happy about it, so you better laugh the hardest, because I'm gonna need that. A small beach town in Brittany, France, presumably named after all the white women who go there to get wine drunk and make their boyfriends take Instagram photos of them. I don't know.
It's the most stuck up of all the
It's the most
states
stuck
there.
up of all of the country sides of France. In Brittany, France, there is a dolphin that has been sexually harassing the tourists and the denizens of the city. This is a real story. I'm not fucking with you. The authorities had to shut down the beaches to keep the town safe from getting rectally bottlenosed by the dolphin. The town has lovingly named Zafar, the raping dolphin, of course.
Which is the third Aladdin.
The third Aladdin movie is Zafar.
The Return of Jafar, and then they're like, Zafar.
Agrabah goes underwater because of global warming, and then Zafar begins to rape Aladdin, and it takes off from there. It's beautiful. It's really nice.
Jasmine doesn't make it.
Jasmine dies in the first 10 seconds. She's dead. There's a raping dolphin in France, and that's pretty much what we want you guys to know. Mike, didn't you?
That's actually just giving me flashbacks to my paddleboarding.
You were paddleboarding.
This is
up
fucking
there.
weird. Yeah, this
you
is
were
like,
over there, weren't you?
I mean, I'm always in France.
Yeah, you were. He was in France, so when he went paddleboarding, he was in France. So you had contact with Zafar, huh?
I mean, I didn't know it was Zafar, but now this whole thing's making a lot more sense.
There
He
you
was
go.
he was sexually frustrated.
Here's Mike right here. Mike,
This was
Zafar.
Yeah. Oh, you got this too.
That's Zafar.
Well, this was first of all.
There we go.
This is.
All
I did
right,
not
Mike.
consent to this.
Interesting. Wow, Mike. Wow, Mike. Interesting. Wow, you really got her off, didn't you? Let me roll back in the water. Roll back in there.
So
Satisfied.
I was told that's what they do in France. When in Rome type deal. So I
Okay,
didn't
well,
know.
somebody also sent me this photograph of you. I don't know what's happening here.
That was our second date. That was our second date.
I didn't know you were that ripped under there. You're actually quite...
You could have added more pixels, alright? It was cold day in France. And it was a female dolphin. Zafar, I can confirm,
that's
is a
where you
female
draw
dolphin.
the line. If you're fucking animals, you don't want to be gay about it.
It's all
Fuck
pink
you.
in the middle. It's all pink in the middle.
Alright. Our next story, here's a heads up for any of you still using Snapchat to send and receive nudes, which is all it's good for now.
People still using Snapchat?
You get them dick pics and them titty
That's
snaps.
all it is. This is for fucking.
You using Snapchat to like share your life? Go kill yourself. No one fucking cares. We're all on Instagram now, and we all hate it over there. So just join us. Try to act like you're still hip with Snapchat.
But I got 67 views, dog.
66.
on,
No one can discover me. It's just my
Nobody knows how to
friends.
find me.
I'm making deliberate jokes to 50 of my closest homies who don't care. Snapchat had a little bit of a kerfuffle today. Snapchat's maps were hacked. Yeah, so Snapchat's maps were hacked, and a hacker went in and hacked all the fucking maps, and they changed the name of some of the cities. One city that they did change was New York City, and they changed it to Jewtropolis. which, like,
That's fun.
taking the heat off of it is wildly accurate. Okay,
That's fun.
Let's just put that
That
out
is
there.
fun. Shout out to Woody Allen.
Shout out to the Upper East Side.
Shout out to Bagels. Some
Shout
good
out to the
bagels.
Comedy Store Block, which is run by them.
And shout out to Wealth Management.
Snapchat quickly cleaned up the hack and apologized for the error, but not before we discovered that other cities had been changed. We saw some other changes that we had to tell them, like, hey, there's some more cities that still have the wrong name.
They changed Hoboken to the crack spot. That'd be fun.
That was
good.
one of them. They changed Atlanta to Blackistan. Just rude, but kind of slick. Like, yeah, we up in there. And they also changed Miami to basically Puerto Rico. And shout out to Pitbull.
Hey, there you go.
Hey,
Mr.
hey,
Worldwide.
Mr.
305.
Hey, basically Puerto Rico, Daddy Yankee is here. To do
Slim
a
Caballero de la
Daddy
Noche.
Yankee.
Who keeps complaining about Janky? It's Daddy
Who
Janky.
keeps complaining
It's
about
Janky. I haven't heard. I haven't been to Filiberto's
Shout
when
out-
Daddy Janky's on.
Shout out
It's
to-
Daddy Janky.
Shout out to Tatiana, who's half Hispanic and only brings it out when we talk about Pitbull. It's Yankee. I'm Hispanic.
It's Janky.
My name is Tatiana when a Mexican comes around.
The
It's
New York
Tatiana.
Yankees.
My name is Tatiana, but it's Tatiana when blacks is around. Shut up.
Shut up! Oh, look at her doing. We don't know what's next.
Code switching like
She
a
thought Kanye was
motherfucker.
on the street. Shut up!
Code switch.
Shut
Shut
up.
up, nigga. Shut
Shut
up, nigga.
up.
Shut up, yo.
In front of my people.
I'll make you some elotes.
It's Daddy Janky
Shut dusty
and
ass
the
up.
Jewtropolis Jankies.
It's a janky.
It's a Janky.
Like chancla, hey. I play for the Yankees, I listen to Daddy Yankee, and I eat the Yankees.
Damn, that
I don't know what that last
yeah,
part
that
means,
seemed
but
desperate.
that's
yeah.
what he said.
Yeah,
It's
that's- hey, I'm just saying, I'm paraphrasing. You can check with Giancarlo on that.
Segueing into our next story with a sentence I hope to never say again for the rest of my life. Let's stay in Florida. Last Sunday in Jacksonville, we had another mass shooting because we're really good at it. And America saw the 234th mass shooting of 2018. Last year we had about 346 shootings in the entire
Ooh, we got time. School season's coming up.
Okay, Michael.
Come on. Don't get that senioritis now on me, okay? Come on now. We got new freshmen, new blood. Okay? Let's get it. We got 4 months. What's that? Oh, I'm sorry, that's a hot mic. I thought that was just a...
That's a piping hot mic, actually. That's steaming over there.
Did not know. I was saying all that.
So this shooting was the first mass shooting to be live streamed. So at least we're innovating in that department.
Shout out to Twitch.
The shooting happened at a professional Madden game tournament, of which the suspect lost the tournament and then returned with a handgun, killing 2 and injuring 11. A death toll which made it abundantly clear why he wasn't in a Fortnite tournament.
2 and 11.
2 and 11, that's
Yeah.
rough. You popped 11 people, didn't get the kills? Come on,
Yeah.
dog. You're not good at this. Also, I don't play Fortnite, and I just discovered that Thanos is in it. This is dope as shit.
That is dope, actually.
I will play the game just to watch this on a loop for an entire day.
Yeah.
Do you think Thanos did this after he wiped out half the world? I know you've seen the Avengers already. Don't say spoiler alert. Go fuck yourself.
After reality, universe, everything.
Oh, here's a comic book fan
this
talking
guy.
about reality stone. And then there's the power stone. Spider-Man isn't supposed to be there.
Type of dude that prefers his porn blurry, you know what I mean?
I only watch Asian porn.
I only want.
See, he
If
gets,
it ain't anime, it ain't for enemy.
he gets a watch.
Now pass me the lubriderm, my guy. Come on now. I already did, motherfucker.
And
Again.
he's got more action than you,
Yeah,
apparently.
there we go. And at least it's wet when I do
Maybe
it.
you should.
You gotta create moisture, baby boy.
It's an interesting take, Mike.
You were at Thanos quick walking.
All right. Listen, guys. Listen, I'm not about to humanize the psycho sore loser that shut up that place, but wanting to shoot everyone in the building is a very common experience when you live in Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, that's a common thing. If you ever been to Jacksonville, you immediately want to kill yourself. Jacksonville fucking sucks. Okay.
And also, one thing I'll say about Madden 19 is they took that hit stick a little too far this year.
Okay, that's not part of it.
It's a little too realistic.
That's a little too much. You gotta take the heat off of that one.
Alrighty.
That's too hot for this room.
New hit stick.
Jacksonville is so bad. A happy hour in Jacksonville is just the time it takes to drive away from Jacksonville to Soldier. It's 1 hour. That's a happy hour.
Oh, you get to Savannah
That's a
right
happy
there.
hour. You're out. You're out. That's a happy hour. You don't have to drink or anything. Just drive the fuck away. Jacksonville is so bad. In the 2005 Super Bowl that was held in Jacksonville, Donovan McNabb threw up in the fourth quarter, not because of exhaustion, but because he caught a glimpse of the Jacksonville skyline. That'll make anybody get that off of there.
That makes you dry heave a little bit.
Jacksonville is so bad. There you go, you bitches.
Call and response, and he's sweating. Give him a towel.
I'm like a Catholic priest in this bitch. I'm wearing a three-piecer, bud. Jacksonville is so bad, the mayor of Jacksonville has to drive Uber part-time just to make ends meet.
That's Sammy Sosa? That's not Sammy Sosa?
Why does he have mayor on his hat? That's weird.
It's real weird.
Jacksonville.
Why is he driving on the right?
I don't know. He's got a European car. I don't get it. He's got the money for a European motor, but not enough to feed his family. So, Jacksonville is so bad. Cat Williams spent 15 minutes of his Netflix special making fun of Jacksonville, and it's funnier than any comedy you'll hear tonight.
It is so funny.
Go to Netflix, support Cat Williams. He's out of his mind. He has 70 million children.
It's not in the net funny, but it's
not
funny.
in the net funny. It's not as good in the net, but Jacksonville's so bad. Jacksonville's so bad. This guy left out of a Madden tournament, talked to 2 people who live in Florida, and said, "I need to kill everybody." All right, that's how bad Jacksonville is.
They should get some malls or some Brookstone or something. That motherfucker could have taken a massage.
Yeah, go get some chocolate-covered cherries and chill out in the massage chair in the
fuck
Brookstone.
out.
Just relax for a second.
Fuck Jacksonville.
All right, we'll get off the school shootings and the child shootings. It'll happen again in a week, so just strap in, motherfucker. You live in this country.
Schools
You
back,
live in this
bitches.
country. Be happy that you graduated without catching a round, a hot one, you motherfuckers. A 2017. Oh, hold on. What am I doing here? Let's get into Trump. Let's talk about Trump for a second.
Enrique?
Let's see how Trump's doing. This is Trump talking to Mexico about the border wall.
This is the most human thing he's ever done.
Yeah, you can hook him up. You tell me when. It's a big thing. A lot of people
Big
waiting.
thing. A lot of people waiting.
Hello?
This is so dumb.
You want to put that on this phone, please? Hello?
This is all of us on a Cisco conference call at work. This is all of us who have good jobs. I know a lot of you guys work in restaurants, you don't have to deal with this, but for those of us who have 401ks, this is us every fucking Friday.
And then they pick up and it's like, Steve, are you in a wind tunnel, Steve?
Steve, are you?
Why are you driving?
There's a lot of fleshy slaps.
I'm not
on
driving.
here.
You're in a wind tunnel,
Hearing
Steve.
fleshy slaps. Oh, Trump. Look at him. He like he just got his bill at a Cheesecake Factory. He's like, I didn't know the popcorn shrimp cost that much. I had no idea. Strawberry lemonades? I actually got that. He like he's looking down from a 4th floor apartment window to see 2 black gentlemen walking by. So, last thing we have is a 2017 study shows that there were a record amount of Americans that have some sort of STD. So, that's arguably half this room. Who's
Shout out to the Sun Devils.
Who's got the clap? Clap if you've got the clap. All right, a lot of liars.
Everybody's
in the
been
room.
burned out there? All right.
A lot of liars.
There he is.
All right,
Corner
well, what?
pocket got the clap.
So who's got the gonorrhea? Okay.
You gotta love.
All right. Some people have STDs. Listen, if you're going for a one-night stand tonight, strap up, bitches. There's fucking bumps in those coochies.
Jesus Christ. There's more people in this room than are letting on that know the difference between herpes simplex 1 and 2.
I've never
is
had
all
an
I'm saying.
STD.
They know.
I don't know what it looks like.
Somebody's back there like, I got
bumps.
the good one. I don't know what y'all got. I got the
Imagine
good
it's all
one.
bumps. Clean slate
I don't
here.
have the seasonal one.
Yeah, we would have brought condoms to help everybody stay protected, but we haven't used those since the Bush administration, so we didn't know where to.
Yeah, I didn't even know people still.
We didn't know where to find them.
It actually makes sense.
All right. So last story we have. It is Labor Day weekend, bitches. Who got that 3-day weekend popping off? I know Justin Marie got the 4-day weekend. Justin Marie gonna get fucked up tonight. Give it up for Justin Marie, our fucking show photographer. Justin Marie, get it in. Get it
Astrophile for all that heat.
Labor Day weekend. So Labor Day also marks the official start of the school year for a lot of motherfuckers.
Ooh, watch out.
And we just wanted to help you guys stay a little educated. And Mike has got some Labor Day tips. Tips from Mike. Labor Day tips from Mike.
We got a lot going on
Yeah,
here.
some Labor Day tips from Mike. So everybody strap in. Mike's got some Labor Day tips for how to enjoy Labor Day.
Treat it like a dildo on a dolphin and strap in. Huh? Yeah, this is what I gotta say to all my ASU boys that are going back, Sig Ep, Theta Chi, all my frat boys that are going back there. Just want to invite you to pass down from my grandfather to my father to me, and my brother to me. No means no. But no with a giggle at the end means try harder.
That's real. That's rough. That's rough. How dare you say that in hashtag me too? How dare you be in a photo that has stock photo watermarks in it?
If they giggle a little bit, I mean,
rude.
Also to the festivities, if a black person invites you to the barbecue, don't bother making potato salad. Not only will they not try it, they won't trust you.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
They won't trust you.
We'd rather you call the police than bring in potato salad. So just call police. Like, we'll just end the barbecue. So.
And to the rest of the country, enjoy the nice weather, but also Phoenix is still gonna be fucking. What's Phoenix gonna be like? That's gonna be.
It's just Phoenix.
Everybody else gets nice weather, and we get that.
Yeah.
And also, just remember to use protection when you're out there, maybe in the cold water or whatever. Because that's what happens when you don't use protection.
Use fucking protection, guys, and don't get an STD.
And that's how I got crabs.
Yeah. Is everybody ready for the first guest on the evening? We did enough damage on the top. We talked enough. I sweated enough. I live in Phoenix. All right, our first guest coming to the stage, guys.
Joy, if we can get the lights.
Yeah, we get lights. As I mentioned before, we've got a star-studded lineup of California comics. And they're not Phoenix, so it'll be decent. So without further ado, please give it up for our first guest on the show tonight. A man named Brian Boken.
Brian Boken.
What's up, y'all? I refuse to be labeled as a California comic. I'm a Georgian comic.
Yeah. Shout out to Savannah.
Savannah?
Yep.
That town is long gone. That town sucks. That town is just an art school with a green river. It sucks. That was a joke for one guy. We're off to a good start here. By the way, that Cat Williams special sucked. I don't know why you talked about that Cat Williams special being so good. Those Jacksonville jokes were terrible. He was like, you know how they do in 16th Street. That was it. That was a Cat Williams joke about Jacksonville. That was it.
It was better than getting shot at by a 9mm.
Yeah. I disagree.
Better than dying in
I disagree completely. As a veteran of the United States Army, I'd rather go back to Iraq than watch that Cat Williams special. I would.
Shout out to the Iraq War. Shout out to the Afghanistan War.
I never went to Iraq. I went there via satellite every day. Via satellite. Every day. I worked for the NSA. I did. I never actually went to Iraq, but I got a medal that says I did. So that's more than you fuckers did. I got kicked out of the Army. They said I had oppositional defiance disorder. They said like I disagree with people like as a disease, which is bullshit. I don't even believe in that disease anyway. I don't think it's real at all.
I get it.
Dude, I'm a big movie buff. Is anybody here familiar with that filmmaker Roman Polanski?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's get into Roman Polanski. Let's talk about him for a minute. He made that movie Chinatown. You know about that? Roman Polanski I know a couple things about him. One I know is he survived the Holocaust. That's something Roman Polanski did. And the other thing is he raped a 13-year-old girl in Jack Nicholson's hot tub. Yeah, that's a true thing.
Shout out to Lolita. Shout out to Lolita.
Huh?
Was a surprise reaction to that information?
Yeah, for one guy.
Yeah.
One guy. He doesn't watch movies. He got the Avengers reference, but he didn't get the Chinatown one. What are you going to do?
He's never heard of Wikipedia.
So Roman Polanski survived the Holocaust and raped a girl, which made me think something I never thought I'd think before, which is I wish they had just gotten one more in the Holocaust. Right? Like, I don't want I wish the Holocaust had never happened, shouldn't have happened, I think it was a bad idea. But if you're going to do it, you might as well, 6 million was too many. 6 million and one would have saved a couple gals some grief, right? And then years later, after Roman Polanski survived the Holocaust, his pregnant wife and 4 friends were murdered by the Manson family.
Yep. Shout out to them.
And he survived that too. How is he slipping through all these cracks? This guy is iconically slippery. It's like God wanted those children molested. Don't argue with God, people. I said that joke recently in Wisconsin, and this girl, you know the girls with the bangs and the homemade dress and nothing's ever funny to them? You know what I'm talking about? They're like so fucking serious. They're like it's like, how the fuck did you end up in a comedy club you've never laughed in your life kind of girl? You know what I mean? And she was like, do you think there was a reason that his sexuality is fucked up? Maybe because he survived the Holocaust and his pregnant wife was murdered? And I was like, maybe you're right. But I don't want to live in a world where a little boy watches his family get cooked in an oven and his response is, the only thing that's going to make this feel better is 13-year-old pussy. I don't want to live in that world. I don't.
This is the darkest opening set we've had.
I thought our Jacksonville stuff was dark. Here he is.
I'll tell you what, fun
Sorry,
fact.
you guys showed a visual rape. All I'm doing is an audio rape.
Fun fact, Holocaust is actually called Jewtropolis, so just
You know what's funny? I dated this Jewish girl for a long time, and I had this joke that she said was anti-Semitic, and she was like, she came at me pretty hard. She was like, do you know what our people have been through? And I was like, here we fucking go. She was like, we were conquered by the Babylonians. We were enslaved by the Egyptians, genocided by the Germans, and to this day, every country that surrounds Israel wants us wiped off the face of the earth. And the only thing I could think to say was, I mean, how many different kinds of people have to try to get rid of you before you think maybe it's you? I don't know.
Wow.
I mean, 10,000 years of people telling me they don't like me, I'd look inward at that point.
Man in the mirror.
I mean, at what point do you do a little self-reflection? But like, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I don't believe what I just said, but when you're in a real relationship, you will just say the worst thing possible to hurt somebody. That's what love is, right? If you're clapping, you've actually been in love. Like, I'm not saying I hate the Jews, I just hate a Jew, and her name's Heather.
This is fun.
All my relationships are shit. They're all terrible. And I've been doing a little reflection trying to figure out why. I think I figured out why my relationships are so bad. It's because my first crush ever was Lisa Left Eye Lopez from TLC. Do we remember her?
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P. Lisa Left Eye.
Yep.
That was my first concert. My dad took me to see TLC. We went to Six Flags in Massachusetts. And we saw, because like we grew up poor and it was like we got everything out of the way in one day. My dad's like, here's a roller coaster, a concert, and some fried dough. Now shut the fuck up for the rest of the year. And we saw TLC and I saw Lisa Left Eye Lopez with her six-pack. And I fell in love. And then she burnt down her boyfriend Andre Risen's house to the ground and got away with it. That's the kind of girl I want. A girl with a six-pack who will burn my house to the ground. And I've dated 7 of them. One of the arsonists I dated was a stripper in San Francisco named Alexis. And she was not a... She'd come home with work problems I had a hard time relating to. You want to be a good boyfriend. You want to be like, hey, how was work? You know, you didn't really want to ask. And she'd be like, work wasn't good today, Brian. Nobody bought any lap dances from me.
Second light.
Oh, I'm getting lit? Oh, my bad. I
It's
thought
very bright, actually.
it looked like photographs. It was
sees
so bright it looked like photographs. I'll just stop right there. My bad. I'm sorry, I thought I was taking pictures.
Finish your joke about your stripper girlfriend and how it
I don't
turned-
like your fucking hack. You just called me a hack with your tone. I don't like that.
No, I did not.
I don't like that. Finish your little stripper joke.
No, I didn't.
Do you really want me to finish it? Or I'll stop. I don't
I'd
want
love to hear your stripper joke. I actually always need good intel.
Okay. Well, the reason it's not a skit, it's a bit, sir. Don't ever talk about comedy again. If you ever say another thing about comedy, I will cut your head off. Don't ever talk about comedy again. Put it in one of your little skits. What are you, my aunt? Shut up. Sorry. Anyway, she would come home, nobody bought any lap dances, and I was like, I know the problem, and this is 100% true. She danced under the name Ursula, and in her mind, she was named after feminist science fiction writer Ursula K. Le Guin, which I'm sure everybody in a strip club got right away, just like you guys did. What do you think of when you think of Ursula? The Little Mermaid. Nobody wants a lap dance from a drag queen octopus. Some people do, but they all live in Japan. There we go. Sorry.
Brian Volker,
guys.
from Georgia. He's in from Georgia. He runs
One more time for Brian Volker.
He runs an open mic in Decatur, Georgia, every other Thursday.
He's in Savannah doing mics. That was fun. That was a great start to the show. Let's keep it moving right along. Our next comedian coming to the stage is a black woman. So y'all better put your fucking hands together. Give it up for Jihan Sabir.
Jihan Sabir.
You guys, I'm very disappointed in my life because I've never had a pregnancy scare. But I think this year's my year, you guys. I think it's my year because Oprah says you have to visualize what you want manifested in this life.
Yeah.
So my vision board is nothing but dicks. Woo! Various dicks, all shapes, colors, sizes. Well, not sizes, but you know what I mean, you guys.
I'm
You
Mike, and
visualize it, they will come.
I don't use condoms. So I'm Mike.
Don't do it.
I listen. Don't.
I said a scare. I don't want an actual baby.
Oh, we can get rid of it.
Oh my god. So you guys, growing up, I was a Barbie girl. I love Barbies. Any Barbie girls in here?
Tatiana?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good Damien. Okay.
Hell yeah. Barbie boys too. I don't discriminate.
What's up? I learned how to French spray hair on a Barbie. Word to my sister. She forced me to do it so I can listen to a Mobb Deep album.
Well, I was thinking about Barbie and like how influential she was like on my life and young women's lives. And it made me realize what a punk ass bitch Ken was too, right? Like this nigga didn't have a shirt, let alone a job. You know, like this bitch had 45 jobs, okay? She was a doctor for people, a doctor for animals, a dentist for people, a dentist for animals. The bitch like animals, you know. But this nigga at her house, using her electricity, eating all her food, driving all her cars, and they can't even dick her down at the end of the day? The fuck? Why are you here, nigga? And then he didn't have a job for like 20 years, you guys. And then they finally give him a job. And what's the first job they give this nigga? Doctor. So this nigga could be unemployed for 20 years and be a damn doctor. And Barbie got to work out her way up through the ranks.
Welcome to being a white male.
Sure.
And it wasn't that he didn't have a dick, it was coke dick.
You know, but it's okay. It's in a way, it's like preparing these young girls for ain't shit dudes when they get older. You know what I mean? So Ken is educational. You know, that's what I'm saying. There's a restaurant in LA called Soup Plantation. You guys heard of this restaurant? Anybody? It's a very popular restaurant in Los Angeles. I'm told the food is good. I don't know. I've never been there because they got two things I don't really fuck with: soup and plantations.
Shout out to 12 Years a Slave.
Right?
5 years ago today. Okay.
Listen, sometimes
Academy Award winner.
for some reason plantations make me nervous. Like, I don't know.
Me too.
I know, right? Like, I just want to know, like, who named this restaurant? You know what I mean? Like, all the shit we protest in LA, and this one slipped through the cracks. Like, I just imagine they're all sitting in a room, and they're like, well, we gotta have soup in the name, because we sell soup. But what else? Soup museum? Bigger. Soup farm? Bigger. Nigger. And Soup Plantation was born, you guys.
And just to be clear, I wasn't in that meeting.
You got the light on the hard R N-word.
You're making Trevor uncomfortable.
Trevor's very uncomfortable.
He's uncomfortable when he's in white pants and a red jacket.
He drove here from Gilbert, and he doesn't hear that kind of language out there.
The hard R he uses is Gilbert.
Gilbert.
No, it's great though. I always fall asleep immediately after I come. It's hard work. But for some reason, I'm wide awake after sex.
Damn, you fucking can?
That's a thinker. You guys will be thinking about that later on your drive home, or when you're in bed with someone who's wide awake. Thanks, you guys. I'm John Severe.
Hey, Jihan Sabir, everybody.
Give it up one more time for Jihan Sabir. All right, our next comedian coming to the stage, and I'm very kindly calling everybody comedians tonight. Usually they're just guests, and they become comedians at the end of the show. Our next guest coming to the stage, please welcome another strong white male to the stage to denigrate us all, Madison Hedgecock!
Hey guys, how's it going? I like that the light looks like I just broke out of prison.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Hey, will you have me either one of them sneak up behind me to stab me? I don't like it. Having people behind me freaks me out. So I don't like being in the ocean for the same reason. We're a landlocked state. Good job, Madison. My girlfriend took me to this women's rights rally. It was a Beyonce concert. I think Beyonce is such a great feminist because if she can get cheated on, who couldn't get cheated on? She is the best. She hustles harder. She looks great. She's like
We love when white dudes talk about feminism, so please go on.
It's a white woman stage.
That is
a white woman stage.
That is true. I'm sorry, I don't know how to read a room. Guys, this is my first time doing that. No, that's lame to do. Don't do what I do ever. All right. My dad was kind of hard on me growing up.
Better, more relatable.
Sounds very white male.
Realistic. Your shoes make more sense now. Okay.
No, he always wanted me to be like an outside kid. Judging by the shoes, good job, Dad. But I was playing video games, and he saw me playing the video game. He literally rips the cord out of the wall. He goes, "What are you doing? Go outside. You're never going to learn anything from those video games. You're never going to learn anything." That's what I always say. And that might be true. That might not be true. But one thing for sure is he's not saying that when I pull the plug on him.
That's a dark joke, and I love it.
Yeah. There you go.
Has anyone ever come out to their father just so he would stop talking to them?
My father's dead.
All right.
Rest in peace to
That
Mike's
makes it
dad.
a lot easier. You don't have to tell anybody. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, he'll never know.
Or he does. And then you have a bad time trying to live in a house with a lot of rickety doors. Sorry, I should say stuff that's not in my head. My bad, guys.
Yeah, they just need a structured joke.
One structured joke. Okay, here, guys. This is what I got from homework. I like deleting apps on my phone to watch all the other apps tremble in fear. He's such a benevolent God. I'm so afraid. I don't know what the word benevolent means. Did I use it right? I did get a cool new. I got this cool new app though. It's a game. I can go around my city and I can collect monsters and I get tokens for it. I drive for Uber. It's a great job.
That's a relatable joke because everyone here also drives for Uber.
That sounds like. Well, no, this is an open mic, right? So that would make sense.
Yeah, they don't have health insurance either.
Oh yeah, we need to get that for them. But I was driving for Uber. Like within the first 30 minutes, I picked up somebody I knew, and it was my girlfriend in 8th grade, and the guy used to bully me all through middle school. They're together and dating. I imagine they found a mutual interest in each other after finding out that they had a mutual hatred for me. Found love. It was good. They got in the car and they go, "Oh, Madison, how's it going, man?" Like, you can see how it's going. I got the goddamn sticker in the window. I know I have to drive you guys to a fun party. Oh, I know everyone there. No, I got to keep making money. This sucks. It just went down lower, like, yeah.
You could have done a line of cocaine and just kept driving. I mean, that's what we all do.
They weren't. That's an option.
Hell, fucking yeah, brother.
That sounds way better. I literally after that happened, I called Uber and I go, I quit. I can't do that ever again. They go, you don't have to call us and quit. We just stop signing in. Like, oh yeah, I guess you're right. I want it on paper though. I don't work for you guys anymore.
And now your U stands for unemployed. Keep that on the window.
You guys. Hi, Mom.
You're doing great.
I know, this is going really well. Guys, you guys are... Dear God. It's like, you know he's at 2 minutes and 2.5 minutes, but let's get him the fuck out of here. Let's get some real comics again.
Oh, there are no real comics on this show.
No, you guys got the thing. I love the Pulp Fiction.
These are rentals. Yeah.
Still, that you care enough. I dress like I used to skate, but now I just pretend like I still do.
You got a true from the woman in the front audience. She's fucked a lot of skaters.
Oh yeah.
One of them has their hand on
the
their
bang
thigh.
is a dead giveaway. He has Vans too, but those actually look like ones that you would wear as a normal person.
They actually fucked on a skateboard just before they came here.
That's some next level shit.
Yeah.
I appreciate
it's a lot of core strength.
Yeah. You lost Madison. Did they actually fuck? Oh shit.
I fuck a lot too. I fuck a lot. So I went to.
I fuck a lot too. It's the funniest thing you said all night.
Yes, I got it from him. He said something was decent. I fuck a lot. I went to CVS to buy these condoms for all this fucking that I'm doing, and I ring it up. I put my chip in the little reader, and then it gets accepted. And then the guy at CVS goes, "Okay, man, you can pull that out now." I was like, "But that's why I bought the condoms."
Wow.
Thank you guys so much.
Give it up for her. Madison Hitchcock.
He runs a mic in Temecula.
In Temecula on Thursdays. It's called Taco Temecula. Starts at 4 p.m. You got to get out of work early to catch it. But there's some rising stars. One more time for Madison Hitchcock, guys.
Madison Hitchcock.
All right. Our next comedian coming to the stage is also somebody I've never met before. So here we go. Please give it up for Chaz Carter.
You're a nigga, so I felt the need to do that. I had to let it be known.
I bet I know more rap lyrics, though.
Don't big dog him.
What's up, y'all? Yo, I just turned 32, starting to feel my age.
What's good?
I know that's hard to believe.
Niggas living past the age of 30, what's good?
Hey, no, ain't got no diabetes. Hey,
what's good?
Yeah, I know that's hard to believe because I look like a buff 13-year-old. I get it. I know. I look like a Pokemon trainer who took the wrong path in life. Someone told me I look like I could be a stand-in for the black kid from Stranger Things.
That checks out.
Went to the Upside Down and came back a whole ass adult. You know? It's like, Will! It's just crazy.
We do enjoy a self-roast on that.
Yeah, man.
You look like you're constantly mad about being cut from the JV team. This is bullshit, man. I could have played
I'm
power
gonna try
forward.
again.
At least there's room on varsity next
This nigga tries to sell Knock Champa in his lift cars. Like,
Yeah.
this.
I'm that kid that like hovers over you at coffee shops like, you want a chocolate bar, dog?
Yeah.
Alright, everybody be real quiet so you can hear the joke.
No, but I'm really starting to feel my age.
You gotta
I'm still using it because it's just, alright, no.
Alright, this is how it's gonna be in 2 years when Trump gets his second term. Alright? So we're gonna congregate, we're gonna have comedy in dark spaces. This is how it's gonna be. We got a light. We got a light.
Two lights.
Everybody, we got a spotlight. Hey, nigga, we doing this, alright? We doing this! Welcome to the stage, Travis Carter!
Like I was saying.
Hey, shut up in the back! Get him to shut up!
Like I was saying, I'm feeling my age because I come from a traditional Southern family, and I have like older family members who don't consider comedy a real career. So I have this aunt of mine who every time we talk, she's always asking me the same redundant questions. She's always like, "Hey baby, how's LA?" And I'm like, "Good." She's like, "You still telling jokes?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You getting paid yet?" I'm like, "Yes." And laughter. She's like, "You met a nice girl?" I'm like, "Bitch, you know I'm gay. We've been through this shit." I'm a 32-year-old black man from Florida. If I was straight, there'd be a baby and towing a fat white bitch behind me. Hit with hit. Every time you go to Florida, there's always a skinny nigga, a fat white girl, and a bunch of mulatto Yorkshire babies.
Yorkshire baby?
I used to always think what was worse, coming out as a Floridian or coming out as gay. And clearly sucking a dick is a far less offense. Florida's like America's taint. It's hot and humid and no one ever fucking goes there. It's terrible, man. Also, I'm starting to feel my age because I work all the time. I work at a coffee shop in LA. I've recently experienced racism in the workplace at the hands of a homeless white man. Yeah, he came in my shop. He asked me for a cup of hot water. I was like, "Yeah, man, here you go." He goes, "Thank you, white power." I go, "You welcome." What the fuck? Dead ass. I was like, "Sir, you can't be here saying shit. You have to get out." He goes, "Okay, nigger Christmas." I was like, "The proper term is Kwanzaa, but you have a nice day." The worst part of that shit is he came back and he offered me crack the next day. Not even kidding you. I was opening the shop at 7 a.m. He storms in, whips out a fucking crack pipe. He goes, "Hey, man, want to hit crack?" I was like, "Nah, I got a nice cup of coffee." He's like, "It's 5 o'clock somewhere." I was like, "Those rules don't apply to crack." What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Still talking about that crazy aunt. She loves asking me stupid questions. Last time we talked about it, she asked me, she said, "Hey, when did you know?" And I was like, "When did you know?" And I like to fuck with her and just make shit up. And I was like, I probably knew around the time when I was being born and shit. And I swan dived out of my mom's vagina. And the doctor slapped me on my ass. And I didn't cry because I low-key liked it. You know? You know? But if I had to really dig deep, I'd probably say it's around the time when I was in high school during my straight career. And, I was trying to have relations with my girlfriend, and it ended up being the equivalent of trying to open an uncooked clam with a half-boiled hot dog. It was like a real... Yeah.
Visual.
Yeah. It was like a fucked up game of Bop It.
Sounds like that coke day.
Right? I was like, "Twist it. Pull it." And then his voice came clothes on. It's just ridiculous, man. Talking about racism earlier, man. You know what's fucked up is like every time I deal with a racist experience, I always tell myself like, I'm gonna let my voice be heard. The next time there's a protest, I'm gonna go downtown and let my voice be heard, but I got bad knees and it's a long walk. And also, I have the sad realization that the closest I've come to fighting racial injustice was coming in a white guy's mouth. Sticking it to the man. Hey. It's ridiculous, man. Yeah.
That's definitely the joke. You got it.
You got it.
It's okay. It's okay. This is a fireside chat. We're all together. We'll see somebody after this.
He was like, they do be doing that, though. They do be doing that. They do be coming in people's mouths, though. They do be doing that. Man, fucking, this shit, racism shit is crazy. I had a white friend on my...
Tell me about it, bro.
He's like the Milli Vanilli of our group right now. He's like, I understand. I get
He's
it.
the Cherobi of our tribe.
I gotta get out of my queue, man.
No, man, but I had a white friend post on my social media recently. She was like, racism is back. This isn't the country I know. I was like, racism is back, bitch, because it never left. What the fuck are you talking about? I feel like racism is like herpes for white people, because 80% of you have it, and it only comes out when you're stressed. Followed by fever blisters every time you say the N-word. Shit. I'm dating again. Oh. Yeah.
No, fuck that.
I'm dating again, which is cool. It feels nice to, you know, get women off my... I get hit on a lot by women. I recently got hit on by this girl, and I was really afraid because she had the cadence of a 40-year-old lesbian. Like, I thought she was going to stuff me in her pussy and run off, because I'm smart. Yeah. She was like, you can't be gay. You're too masculine to be a gay guy. I was like, you're right, though. It's because I like to just bottle all the gay up real motherfucking tight and wait until I get home and I put on a good wig and a bustier and I spin it on every woman. She was like, really? I was like, no, you don't, cunt. How the fuck do you think sexuality works? Fucking stupid. And then the best part about dating now is that, like, I don't have to be on Grindr anymore, man. I don't know if you guys have been on Grindr, but
Success story. Success
no,
story.
man, browsing through Grindr is like browsing through an animal shelter, man. It's just like you're just looking for the least fucked up dog. It's just like one long, sad ass Sarah McLachlan commercial. You know? Just with a bunch of like sad dick pics and assholes, you know. Shit. Oh, that was a light. That's how y'all.
Hey guys. This is weird as fuck. It's weird as fuck. This has never happened before. The live stream is still going, so YouTube, we live stream every week. YouTube, the power went out at the venue, and we're gonna keep doing comedy.
Fuck yeah.
Mainly we're gonna keep doing comedy because the power is off and a lot of y'all tabs are still at the bar, so y'all niggas ain't going nowhere. Y'all not going nowhere, okay? So I'm gonna bring our next comic up. How's everybody feel about that?
Yeah.
Man, this makes sense tonight. Also, you got the bop it. Bring the bop
I
it.
gave him the
Oh,
bop.
you gave him
I gave him a chance.
They got the bop it. They got the bop it. Twist it.
This is dick.
So whoever gets to level 10 gets Chaz Carter's dick in their mouth, especially if you're white male. Alright, so I'm gonna bring the next comic up. She's over here having a panic attack. She's like, nigga, I ain't signed up for this shit. But we gonna do it, baby! Please put your hands together for Angelica Mackey!
Grab the microphone. Yeah, grab the microphone.
White people in the house, swing! Caroline! Always one, goddamn, I swear. One time I did that at a show and a black dude, he stood up, he was like, so good! So good! So good! I'm like, nigga, let them sing it. It's their song, goddamn. Black people in the house, I just want y'all to know I am not Tasha from Power. Do not run up on me after the show asking me why I slept with Silver, nigga. I am not her. Parents in the house make some noise, parents. Clap if you got kids or nieces and nephews. or bloody nose neighbor kids. Okay. I used to be a teacher. Fuck them kids. Let's get that out the way. Fuck them kids. God, man, you know, the way I was brought up is like, if you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you. You know, I didn't get fired or suspended at my school. I got evicted by these kids, you know. Came to school one day and my desk was sitting outside. Somebody wrote, "Fuck you, Miss Mackey." I found out who wrote it. I wrote a note back and I was like, well, that ain't what your daddy told me last night. Like, you think you passed in English, goddamn. You know, but like I said, if you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you, you know. And I remember one day I was teaching in class and this little girl, she said something slick off the side of her neck. And I was like, ooh, wait a minute, little bitch, but aren't you 14 and in the 6th grade, though? That's what I thought. Everybody, please turn to page 36. We got loud. Had another little boy never liked to do his homework, and one day he tried me. I said, Johnny, did you do your homework? No. Well, what did you do? Your mom!
It's a good joke from a kid that age.
Little did Johnny know that I knew he was a foster child. I said, wait a minute, little bitch, but do you know who your mom is? I didn't fucking think so. Please turn to page 36. Don't worry, we find his mom on Facebook. She living in San Bernardino, living her best life. Her best life. I'm 27. I just turned 27 last month. Cancer. It's crazy because it's like, you know, I don't smoke or drink, so people be like, well, damn, like, what you do for fun? I'd be like, shit, I get a little bit of pussy from time to time, but that's pretty much it. How you doing? I saw you when you walked in. Nigga, I was about to go holler, nigga, but you came in, nigga, fuck it up. A little bit of pussy from time to time. I'll leave you my number, okay? Okay, nigga. Shit.
Are you Pam from Barton?
Her little cousin, nigga. Shit, man. Man, doing comedy is so fun. I remember all the jobs I had before I started doing this full time. I used to work in fast food. Anybody ever worked in fast food before?
Yeah, everyone here has worked in fast food.
What's that shit that devil? Look, in my college days, I worked in fast food. I worked in the drive-thru. They was like, we gonna use you because you got a good speaking voice, you know. But I hated that shit because I could always tell the difference between a white person ordering their food and a black person ordering their food. White person come to my line, so nice and pleasant. Welcome, I can take your order. Yes, I'm going to have a #1, please, large, with a Sprite to drink. And let me have 5 of your spicy nuggets with any mustard sauce. Okay, ma'am, anything else? No, that'll be it. Okay, ma'am, $7.16. Very simple, right? Black person come to my line. Welcome, I can take your order.
Hello? Hello, y'all there?
Yes, sir, we're here.
Yeah, let me get a God damn, I can't even read the menu. Hey, bro, you know what you want, man? You know what you want, because I can't see shit, though. You know what you want. Okay, hold on. Ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me get 2 of them junior bacon cheeseburgers, but man, please don't put no cheese on that thing. I'm lactose intolerant. I'll blow this whole car up and you don't even know it, ma'am.
Anything else for you this evening?
Yeah, ma'am. Can you take the vanilla and the chocolate frosty and mix it together, make an interracial for a nigga?
Interracial for a nigga. Anything else for you this evening?
You know what, ma'am? I just checked my bank account. I'm in the negatives.
Now I gotta call my manager. She in the back smoking weed and shit, you know. Nigga, whoever working fast food, it was a devil, goddamn. I hated that shit. I had an old lady get mad at me because we ran out of baked potatoes and shit. Cuss my ass the fuck out, nigga. Y'all ain't got no more goddamn baked potatoes. Like, bitch, all right, nigga, just take the shit. Nigga, I was saving that for my birthday, goddamn shit.
What?
He's just screaming shadow puppets. Oh, that is true.
That's a sexy shadow puppet.
Also, he's on mushroom.
Shadow
puppet! If you are on mushrooms, that's racist.
Everybody here that was doing it right there.
Yeah, look at him. He's like, it's rush week, bro.
It's rush week.
You flicking me off?
No, he's flicking us off. You good.
Michael, shut the fuck up.
Hey, Michael, shut the fuck up.
Shit, man.
You still got the mic up.
I still got Shit, man. Why is it so goddamn hot in Arizona?
AC's off. Fucking air's
Ice
off.
cream man with tinted windows. I ain't never seen no shit like that. What the fuck is going on? Man, it's hot, man. I feel like I'm at the soup plantation, goddamn. Goddamn. I don't know if I stated earlier. I am from Virginia. Anybody from the East Coast?
Yeah,
What part? Where we at? Where we at?
Brooklyn.
Baltimore? Okay, okay. Where you from? Okay. So what part? You from North Jersey? Okay, nigga. Okay, killer. All right. Nah, man, I'm from Virginia, man. All my family is back east, south, whatever the fuck. I miss my family, man. Like I just went back for my family reunion. We have it every year, but I just went back. I missed it like 2 years in a row. And every year for my family reunion, we always play games. And this year we played Family Feud, like the actual Family Feud. Like, nigga, I was Steve Harvey and shit. I ain't have on no suit or no shit like that, but you know, I played the nigga. And I didn't realize how dumb my family was until we started playing the damn game. You know, I had cousins on this side, aunties and uncles on this side, so we started. I said, okay, cousin, name a state that starts with the letter A. I kid you not, my cousin. Ooh! Atlanta! Everybody's like, ooh, good answer. Nigga, we didn't know history, goddamn. Then it was my uncle's turn. You know, he old school, yo. He was ready to go home and shit. And I was like, all right, Uncle Lewis, like, you ready to take home this baby, goddamn. You about to win it all, nigga. And I said, Uncle Lewis, name something that loses its elasticity. I kid you not, my uncle. Pussy. And he pointed to my sandwich.
Oh, no.
That bitch was mad as fuck.
That's what.
I tried to make it interesting this year. I wanted to like just test the waters. Like my father, he's a preacher, and my uncle, he's a preacher too. So I put my it was the final round type shit. So I put my uncle and my dad up against each other, and I said, what year did the Cash Money Records take over?
Oh,
I don't even know this shit.
2006. Yo, this nigga was like, not at 5 and not at 6. Oh god, I don't. Okay, that's my light. Okay, fuck, man, I can't. I don't.
You could just
Okay.
leave.
I can
Trevor was with the light. He was like, "This is a powerful black woman. I don't know." In the face.
So weakest light of the
So
weekend. We
weakest
got a
light.
conversation to have.
Yeah, we're gonna fight you in the parking lot. All right.
Look at Danny.
Hey, we got some more Wakandans coming to the stage. We got another black woman coming to the stage. Put your hands together.
That was fun growing up.
My grade on Tinder too.
Please stop.
Stop. But I grew up in Canada, in Vancouver, and then when I was 11, I moved to Charleston, South Carolina, where I learned I was black, y'all. The perks weren't that great. I thought that like when I was gonna arrive in America, I was like, fuck, man, Michael Jordan's gonna be there, you know, Oprah gonna be there, you know, I was like, yeah. It wasn't like that in South Carolina. It was more just like, y'all know y'all niggas are free, right? You know, like y'all can leave. Y'all can go, right? You know that you can leave. But like growing up with like African parents, like like, I didn't have like fairy tales like Snow White. You know, I had tales of witchcraft by my mom, which I'm gonna share one with you if you're cool with it. There was a woman who was desperate to become pregnant. So she went to the witch doctor, who told her to take 2 coconuts and put them under her bed. And when you become pregnant, you come back to me. 1 month went by, she was not pregnant. 2 months went by, she still was not pregnant. 3 months went by, she said, this witch doctor is stupid, and she threw the coconuts away. 6 months later, she started having pains. So her husband rushed her to the hospital, and the doctor said, you are having a baby today. So push, and final push. She gave birth to fire.
Game of Thrones shit. Season 3 or season 4, I missed it.
Daenerys, right? Doctor's eyebrows off. Okay. My mom likes to tell that story like that's the most important part, you know? Like the doctor lost his eyebrows, like you too can be a casualty of someone's fucked up witchcraft, okay? I have an aunt who I'm like in touch with in Kenya. She likes to call me all the time. She's very concerned. She's always like, oh my God, Menya, I'm so glad I've reached you. How close are you to Chicago? And I'm like, I live in Los Angeles, it's fine. But the best thing that she did recently, she called me, she was like, how close are you to Flint, Michigan? And like, you know it's bad when someone from Africa is worried about your people don't really talk about Jesus as a youth, you know? And I just wonder, like, was he rebellious? You know, was he ever just like, screw you, Joseph, you ain't my daddy. And then at 33, he was just like, fuck this shit, I'm gonna go live with my real dad. Thoughts, anyone? Considerations? I went to Six Flags recently with my husband because he likes roller coasters, and I married him, and so I went along. I have a weak stomach though, you know, like, I don't know, I don't like it. And so, of course, like the first ride that he picked was like the fastest one, the one that's like, you know, it does all that shit, you know? And so like we get in and we're at the top and we're strapped in, and I just like look over at him, I'm like, okay, well, how fast does this go again? He's like, 100 miles an hour, and I was like, oh my God, my wig. And all of a sudden it was a completely different thrill, you know? It was more like, you know how to get rid of a fear? You bring another one with you, okay? Because that latch could have opened up and I would have fallen flat on my face, but God damn it, I would have had my wig on, okay? I was ready for that open casket. I don't know. I always get super anxious around 5:30 because that's when my husband's coming home, okay? And I have to pretend like I've been doing something all day, okay? I'm like running around fluffing pillows, making the bed like I haven't been lying here this whole time. I'm an actor too, okay? But like my favorite thing about
She saw the light,
She saw the light,
piece of shit.
We're listening to a black woman right now. A black woman sing.
They're making a sequel to Black Panther. Aaron, get him out of here.
Please give it up for everybody you heard so far tonight. Oh, this is fun. Hey, YouTube, we just did comedy in the dark with like fucking, we did comedy in the dark with like 60 people. I'm gonna just show you the fucking room. Bam, bitch, say hello. So, we did the goddamn thing. I'm sure everybody in the show has never did comedy in a blackout, so niggas, you're welcome. I'm sweating. Alright, stop it.
Sorry.
You're like a police officer.
I've always been like a police
I
officer.
know. That's the problem.
The best kind.
Now the worst. They're all bad. This week sucks tonight. Usually we have a video on my shitty laptop. We'll post it tomorrow. Follow us on Instagram if you
It was a demon singing Wham.
Don't.
Dope as fuck. Wake me up
before you go. Before you go.
Take the dance.
Okay, I'm tired of sweating. You guys gotta come back tomorrow to get your fucking cards, so I'm sorry.
Does Gracie's got power?
Gracie's got power?
Does Gracie's got power?
Is the whole, first of all, hold on, is the whole city blacked out? Is
No.
Is this Russia? Is this Russia? Is this Russia attacking us?
Well, Trump's president, so.
Alright?
It's the website now.
Because, listen, if Russia's attacking us, I'm flipping. I'm going to Russia, dog. I'm done. I'm fighting the states. Hey guys, that was our show tonight. This week sucks tonight. We do this every Thursday. Next Thursday we will have power. And we'll do this again. Hopefully. Or maybe this place is going out of business. I'm tired of sweating. I'm gonna go get some air conditioning. We're going to Gracie's. Thank you for coming out tonight.